Well, we've been working on it all this week. We've got the battery fitted down there. We've got your 12 volt under here. There's a switch for the BMS. It's just floating. I haven't discussed where you want that. So I turn this on, activates the battery. You can hear the click. I've removed the original battery monitor and fitted this BMS monitor, which is a touch screen. So there's a piece of plexiglass that goes over that because it should be kept out of the dust and dirt. And then first, I've already taken it for a test drive and tested all the components. So turn it on, hit the main contact to click in. And then we've got forward, neutral, reverse, single wheel, four wheel, high, low, headlights, etc. That's all normal. Up here we've got the 12 volt gauge, so and here's your plug for your winch. So turn that on. I'm showing 12.1 volts in the batteries. Like I said, they're less than 80% health, but they're okay. So turn that off, and that activates the 12 volt system. So we've got some amps being drawn, which is just 1 amp. So that's just keeping the memory on the controller alive. I have to reset and reprogram all the controller, but everything else seems to be working. Like I said, like the lights, like forward, neutral, reverse, handbrake. Next to the warning light, those don't do anything. Those don't do anything. Headlights just reflect the power, and you got your battery monitor still there. So she's all still disappeared. So you've got the green light on the controller in the back there. Got a bit more wiring to tidy up in the back here, but we open this up and got the battery connections on the back there. Being you said you couldn't find the cover that goes behind here, this side doesn't matter, but I'll rig something up. This side, I've got the big red button, emergency cutoff for the battery. So there'd be no battery connecting going to the machine. Over here we've got the cutoff. That's still tidying up. We've got the cutoff for the battery to the big red button. In here we've got the BMS and a 250 amp fuse with 36 volts because that's what we can get in Australia. We've got a 12 volt output here. We'll have to see what that is later with the fuse. Bit of wiring to tidy up, like I said. Here's your charger. Here's your charge monitor. So that'll be fitted around here somewhere, or up here, depending on where we go. Then we got your input charging inlet, which should be fitted in here somewhere. Not too sure where. I usually fit them in here. That's a hell of a lot of work to get that right. So I'll see how we go. But yeah, here we go. So obviously with the big red button, it cuts the battery to the machine off, but you still got the BMS showing on the battery. So we've got on the right hand side, you've got the battery fuel gauge, as it were. You've got the top voltage on the top. We've got the current amps being used, which is 0. In the middle there. And then you've got the amount of kilowatts being used there. So that's replaced your original gauge. Obviously the cigarette lighter still works for whatever you need. So that 12 volt here, we're trying to rig up to your light up the top, so I'll rig the wires once I've done that, or we can rig them up off of this DC down here so it runs straight off the battery.